Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Sagittarius, October 16, 2024. Complicated feelings can bubble up to the surface today. Anger or resentment that you may have buried or brushed to the side can emerge. Dealing with sudden desires is not about rushing to satisfy them, but rather identifying their source. Your actions in the real world may not seem as effective, or they could go unnoticed, but self-knowledge helps you and prepares you for the next stage. Tap into your inner courage and find your passion, then think about ways to express it all. With Venus opposite Uranus, it may be best to adapt to interruptions rather than fight them. Changes now can have a way of pulling up unacknowledged needs. Nevertheless, this transit can stir some restless feelings, with areas where you felt in a rut or restricted in stronger focus. Displays and reactions are possible. Drawing upon your creative power and using it to make improvements can be positive. Today could trigger big ups and downs in your personal and romantic life. This is because our sweet Venus, our lesser benefic, is not seeing eye to eye with electric Uranus. This is problematic because as much as you love stability in your relationships once you've committed, after all this energy could provoke you to be dramatic and pursue freedom at the expense of your partner or family. Rocky cosmic weather foretells shocking news, screaming tantrums, or a scandal if you step out of line. Don't do anything that could tarnish your name or connection. Commitments in your personal life could shake up your career path. Your work and life balance might be somewhat unexpectedly altered when Venus in Scorpio opposes Uranus retrograde in Taurus. Some of your personal arrangements could have been a long time coming, such as taking time off from work to see your family. Other commitments might have been short notice, like taking care of a sick loved one. Either way, your personal life will demand your attention. Do not be surprised if you have to change your work schedule radically today. Today's celestial configuration gives you more energy than you know what to do with. Internally you may feel confused or frustrated, while externally you may seem radiant and glowing. Do not let what others do or say influence your choices when it comes to your health. Follow your own internal measure regarding what you eat and how much, if any, New York, alcohol you take in. There is no one else but you who knows exactly what it's like to be in your body. The vibrations are going to be a little bit difficult and even negative in the days coming up, but some blue skies will progressively come your way. Indeed, this period is under the best auspices and you can now expect to have a happier future both in your personal and professional life. This is the hour to start things up again and you can't miss if you try to make your projects more concrete. The moon's arrival in your relationship sector 2 days ago provided the perfect timing to maximize Mercury, the planet of communication's final days in your communication sector. Both will depart today, yet their influence will persist. Although the moon's presence was brief, it coincided with Pluto's direct turn 2 days ago when this transformative force shifted direction. With the Sun and the asteroid Juno remaining in your communication sector, they can further develop what the Moon and Mercury initiated. Within minutes of each other, first Mercury, planet of communication, will leave your communication sector and then the Moon will leave your relationship sector, but not before spending the last few days drawing closer. The Moon was here when Pluto turned direct 2 days ago and began the trek back to your relationship sector, with its departure today leaving you emotionally engaged and aware and with everything needed to keep the communication lines open. Our eyes in the sky. Today might feel like a bit of a roller coaster, as Venus in Scorpio opposes Uranus retrograde in Taurus, stirring up some unpredictable energy. Have you ever had one of those days where something completely unexpected throws a wrench into your plans, like a wardrobe malfunction when you're about to head out for an important meeting, or a sudden design issue just as you thought you had everything under control? That's the kind of vibe we're dealing with today. Things might not go as smoothly as you'd hoped, but sometimes those little hiccups in life are what make it interesting. Think about it, how many times have unexpected moments led to creative solutions or even funny stories you'll be telling for years to come? Today is one of those days to roll with the punches and maybe even find some humor in the chaos. This unpredictable energy isn't just limited to your day-to-day routine, it could also spill over into your relationships. Picture this: you're going about your day, and suddenly you bump into someone from your past, a friend, or perhaps even an ex, and it catches you completely off guard. Or maybe you find yourself questioning your current romantic situation, wondering if it's truly what you want. These surprise moments can stir up all kinds of emotions, but they also offer a great opportunity for self-reflection. How are you really feeling about your relationships? Is there something you've been holding back that you need to express? Or maybe there's a conversation you've been avoiding that now feels impossible to ignore. Use this moment to check in with yourself and ask those deeper questions about your heart and your connections. And it doesn't stop there. The energy of the day might also bring some surprises in the financial realm. Maybe you face an unexpected expense that you didn't see coming, or perhaps a sudden opportunity arises that could boost your income. Whatever happens, try not to let the financial highs and lows of today distract you from your long-term goals. We all have moments where it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of what's happening right now, but today is about keeping your eyes on the bigger picture. Whether you're focusing on building financial stability or nurturing meaningful relationships, direct your energy toward growth. This is a day to balance the unexpected with the vision you have for the future. Speaking of energy, today's cosmic influences also mean you need to be mindful of how you handle potential conflicts. Have you ever had a small disagreement snowball into something much bigger, simply because emotions were running high? That kind of tension could easily arise today, so it's important to pick your battles. It's easy to feel like you need to stand your ground, but sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is step back, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, is this really worth it? Don't let the opinions or frustrations of others pull you into conflicts that drain your energy and take you off course. Instead, focus on maintaining your inner peace and moving through the day with calm. This is also a perfect opportunity to use that nervous or frustrated energy in a productive way. When life throws you curveballs, channel that energy into something that helps you move forward. Have you been putting off a project or task? Today might be the day to tackle it. Maybe you've had ideas swirling around in your mind that you haven't had the time to sit down and fully explore. This could be your moment to start brainstorming and turning those ideas into action. Or perhaps it's simply a matter of practicing some self-care, giving yourself the space to recharge and reset. Whether it's a physical task, a creative endeavor, or taking care of your mental and emotional well-being, today is about turning chaos into momentum. By the time the day winds down, if you've managed to navigate these twists and turns with a calm and compassionate mindset, you're likely to feel a sense of peace and accomplishment. There's something incredibly empowering about choosing patience and grace over frustration, isn't there? It's all about realizing that you don't have to let the unexpected dictate your mood or your day. Instead, you have the power to decide how you respond, and that response can preserve your sense of balance and inner calm.